Good evening, folks, and welcome to this week's episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. July 1st, 2020, Canada Day. So all my Canadian viewers, happy Canada Day. For the non-Canadian viewers, how's it going, eh? Don't be a hoser. Alright, so this week's a little bit different. Last couple of months I've been having theme months. I did a Scottish month, an Irish month, and taking a break from that. I'm just about, I think 13, 14, 15 beers the other day, just random beers, so I'm just going to go with those. And normally I know which beer I'm doing, and I'll do a little bit of research either on the beer or the brewery or the style or whatever. This week I just got the beer in the fridge, so I'm just going to grab one and see what we got. So let's open up the fridge and see what we got here. Alright, what do I want? There's a couple that kind of caught my interest. I'm not going to try that one. Bear with me for a couple seconds there, folks. Alright, this one I've never heard of and never heard the brewery. And it's a pilsner style, which is a lager, so I'll zoom in so you can see the name. This is a Canadian beer, and actually it's Canadian beer. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's from PEI, which is the birthplace of Confederation for Canada. In 1864, a bunch of elected officials got together, had a meeting, and Canada was born. So it's an appropriate beer for the day. So I'll read the can and we'll go from there. Like I said, I haven't done any research on the brewery or anything else. So, alright, so it's Commons, it looks like the name of the beer. Upstreet Craft Brewing, 4.5% alcohol, and it's a Czech style pilsner. So the Czechs are known to make good pilsner, so it should be a half decent beer. They got the beer profile. It says hoppiness, a subtle bite of sass. Sass is a type of hop. Color, light gold, typical for a pilsner. Flavor, drink cold, the layer shall reveal themselves. And it said, pair with fresh island shellfish, perfect for a day at the beach. And they say, tunes, acoustic campfire jams. It's great minds think alike. It says Commons, I guess that's the name of the beer. Our take on a bohemian classic, balanced and crisp, this lager might be your new favorite local suds. In the 18th century, our brewery site was in the Commons, the outskirts of Charlottetown proper. Nowadays, you might say we're in the heart of the city. There you go. Need my glass of quick cold water rinse. And you might be hearing some meowing in the background. That's my cat again, who just took off. Today in Newfoundland, here where I am, which is Eastern Canada, it was a hot day, 27, 28. Now, some parts of the world that's not hot at all. For here, that's hot. The humidex, I think, was 33, 34. So for us, that's a hot day. And what's nothing better on a hot day than a cold beer. So this is one of these days that I'm really looking forward to this. I was doing some work around the yard and whatnot, probably did a little bit more than I should have, and I'm feeling it. So I'm looking forward to this beer. And a pilsner, like I said, I like all beers. I love trying new beers. But I have to say, lagers would be my go-to beer style. If anybody's wondering about the meowing, there we go. 22 pounds of Spaghetti the cat. Alright. Nice golden color. And a little bit of head, nothing substantial. It's your typical lager aroma, but it's a little bit stronger than some other beers I've had. So let's have a taste. Not bad. For me, the initial taste, it's not bad, but it's different. A little bit different than what I was thinking. Don't say a lot about the flavors. It says drink cold, the layers shall reveal themselves. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's the hops that I'm tasting. It's not hoppy. But there's a little something that I'm tasting. Like I said, it's not bad by any means, but you kind of, your first sip, you kind of taste it, but it doesn't linger with you. It's not a large aftertaste, which for me is also a plus. I'm not a big fan of these beers. You take a mouthful, and the taste lingers in your mouth. That just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, that initial flavor I'm getting, like I say, it's not a bad flavor, but at the same point, it's not something that I would crave, whatever it is. I'm not sure if this has hops or what it is, but like I said, not a bad beer at all. For ratings, my ratings, as per usual, out of 5, a 1 being a drain port, don't like it, can't finish it, pour it down the drain. A 2 being, I'm not a big fan, however I'll finish it. A 3 is a good beer, a 4 is a very good beer, and a 5 would be the best beer ever. This one I'm leaning towards a 3 or a 3.5. It's not a bad beer, so it's definitely a good beer. Just that, like I said, that initial flavor. It's not a bad initial flavor. It's kind of, I want to say it's kind of zesty, your first sip. Which is funny because there doesn't seem to be an excess amount of carbonization in it. I can't figure out what it is, the flavor I'm getting. Like I said, it's not a bad flavor, but it's not something that I would prefer, if that makes any sense. It's definitely an easy drinking beer. So for the comments from Upstreet Craft Brewing, I'm going to give this one a 3, which means it's a good beer. I wouldn't consider it a great beer, but it's definitely a good beer. On a hot summer day, obviously it goes down pretty easy. So you go, folks, 3.5 for the comments, Upstreet Craft Brewing. Hopefully you can join me next week and we'll just tackle what's in the fridge. Until next brew, as always, enjoy responsibly, wash your hands. Happy Canada Day, folks.